Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of The Arts with myself, Banele. I'm with.
And Nolu knows.
Yeah, guys, this is a show dedicated towards the arts. So I am mostly behind the scenes. I do, videography. I do videography, editing, and so on. And
I do script writing, creative writing, acting, and directing and producing.
Awesome. So it looks like you've got more accolades than me. But anyway, so I'm mostly, like I said, I'm behind the scenes and she's mostly in front, right? And a little bit of behind the scenes. So this is the premiere episode, and today, very quick, less than 15 minutes, we're going to be talking about the advantages of going to school for a craft. Because most of the time, people say that you are born with a talent. So why should one actually go to school if they are born with a talent, you know? Yeah. But I'm also on the fence. But we can start off where are you? Do you think people that are naturally born with a talent like singing, acting, or whatever it is, do you think they should be going to school?
If you ask me, I would say be need, yeah, but
okay.
Practically, here in South Africa, it depends because you can be talented like myself. I know that I've got a talent when it comes to acting, but coming to Johannesburg, in the funo uplift my acting career, I can't begin now because everywhere I knocked, but we need the experience. Okay, fine, I've done a theater. I've got 6 years with theater.
Yeah. But
then to obtain agency, right, one of the toppest, yes, I know people who are now actor production as Pezulu, you're the queen and all, who never went to school, but bane talent. But because of a connection, let's not shy away from a connection. A connection, it plays a major role in South Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you are connected, if you are connected, uzongena ezindaweni that other people can't.
It's true. Even if you haven't gone to school.
Yes. Even if you have been to school, but another connection. Still.
For example, I know a lot of musicians that say unsigned musicians or the ones that are not mainstream. Most of them say, so and so can't sing. There are better talented musicians out there that probably went to school, but they are not the ones that are selling out on my stadiums or,
Okay.
Because it's true they went to school, but then I think it's a different ball game when it comes to actually performing or delivering what the crowd wants.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ndifuna ukwenzela umzekelo be omncinci about this going to school or not. There's this guy I went to high school with. Guy always told us I do not have a problem whether I do not get to grade 12. As long as I make it to grade 11 or grade 12, or even if I'm in Basanga, it's fine. For me, I am here so that I am able to respond when a white person talks. And we would laugh at him. Now, I think a month back or 2 weeks back, I heard that he's running for a councillor in my community. So remember, he said, it's not about getting grade 12 or not. It's more about I am able to go and present myself before a crowd. I think after grade 11, I did not pass grade 12. But now, when he speaks, he's saying, we as the office councillor, this is what we are saying.
Yeah.
So you see, it's only then ubona khona into yoba okay fine. Now this person akafikanga ko grade 12, but look at him now.
Yeah, okay, so most people, they take those stories as a bantu that dropped out of college, people that dropped out of school, and they make use of them as study cases. How many people that did not go to school, how many people that did not complete studies wabo are actually successful?
It goes back to what I've said, Uba. Even a connection matters. Because without a connection, there's no way that guy could be running for the office councillor in grade 12.
Exactly.
Yeah. So even now with us, you can go to school and come back and sit down. Or you can self-teach yourself. And then you're behind the scene, you're acting and
but like umuntu that is self-taught, ne? What don't you think they lack something that a school can give you? Because for example, I am most of the stuff that I know is self-taught, ne? But I'd like to think had I wanted to go to school, by the way, but if Behringer like a school in, I would have at least been able to compete with my peers. Ne? Because if we're in the same class, because I remember with high school, I used to sit, with bright individuals, especially in mathematics, right? And it is because of them that Nambenga's pusher to go an extra mile. So I'm thinking, Mangse school in, it helps that I get to rub shoulders with the best, so that Ngomso, if you receive a gig, if you receive something, because now one, it's easy for me to call you up and say, hey, what's up? Are there any acting gigs? Oh yeah, no, now we went to the same school, so let me recommend this guy. But if you are self-taught, who knows you? So I'm saying, I'm advocating, I'm both on the fence, because I'm advocating for people to go to school if they have the opportunity to do so.
Yes, indeed.
But if they don't, it's not the end of the world, because I'm a long life learner. I learn every day. YouTube, Google, people. That's my university, right? So I make mistakes, trial and error. And when it comes to the arts industry, fortunately, especially when it comes to digital stuff, what's nice about it is that I can make a mistake, delete it, and try again.
Yes.
Make a mistake, delete, and try again, right? So I've got another question for you, ne? So people who didn't go to school, can they portray emotions when it comes to acting? Like Mochonge, any of these series, ne? And you feel like this person cannot act.
Okay.
Do you think they grasp the seriousness of actor? Do they respect the craft?
Yes, they respect the craft because they love the craft. The problem comes when, for example, I've been in this audition.
Yeah.
I know I'm good when it comes to acting. I know I've got the talent and all. But as I was auditioning for this lady, she says, I know as I'm looking at you, I know I can push you to extend a feather because I know you have it. And she said, What's going on?
No, it's just...
Why?
No, because you're telling me about this lady that says on talent, but I know I can push you further than where you can get yourself. So I'm like, wow, this deserves a horn.
So she said, I want you to give me this. She narrated the story. I did it. To a point, I was like, gosh, I'm doing this. She said no. I'm like, no, how? She said, I need you to do this. Like, I'm doing it. Girl, what are you talking about? I said, I need you to give me not a high pitch, but I forgot it, but she named it. And she said, had you been to school, you'd know this. Remember, I said, I know I'm good and talented when it comes to acting. But because I did not go to school, there are certain things that I cannot portray.
Emotion, you mean?
Yes.
Okay, so do you think school is school as we traditionally know it, ne? Or do you think when it comes to the arts, like acting and directing and so on, it's more of a coaching than anything else? Because if you go to school, yeah, you can go to school, but I can give you textbook knowledge, ne? Even like acting. Mm-hmm. But I felt good to this lady was coaching you.
True.
Right? So I think this is what people need.
Yes.
A coaching.
Yes, because...
So can I then not go to school but still receive coaching and be the best I can be?
You can, but it helps when you have somebody, yes, who's coaching you. But as much as YouTube and all helps, but you can't rely on YouTube on something that you're supposed to get it feedback on.
Feedback 100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember, YouTube will tell you, if you want to show your emotions, be like this. But then nobody's saying, yes, you are correct.
Go deeper, yeah.
You'll be telling yourself, I nailed this, I nailed that. But said who?
Yeah. Yeah, because when you train alone, like you're at the gym, you get gym like 20 minutes, right?
Yes.
But then I remember this one time, I think it was 3 of us, right? We walked up to a treadmill, a lighter treadmill. So I'm like, okay, so I'm seeing the guys next to me jogging, and usually I go for 20. So at 20, I say figure. The guys next to me are still jogging. Sharp. I don't want to compare myself to an athlete, right? But generally speaking, 20 minutes to Shayele, the guys are still going. And I felt like I could do more. And that day I ran for 40 minutes, double what I usually do.
Because there was somebody you're competing with or you're looking up to.
Exactly.
So I would say, if you're an artist, take your craft with respect. Because now we all want to make it. And we'll be going around saying, industry, unfair. Yes, it's unfair. But then, now you can do better. You can do better. Remember, you have to better your craft before selling it to people. You have to have a product so that people can see the product and buy into the product, not you. Yes, Noluthando, but Noluthando who has Nolu Unlimited Multimedia. Multimedia uzana ndone bandwini. Am I selling me as a person or my product?
Just like condolences to the family, just like Shona, ne?
Yes.
What do you think he left behind?
Shona left behind a legacy, not only to family yake, but to us, artists, to us young people. Because remember, you would sit down, Oti, one day I want to be like a Ferguson's. Which
I still say it even till today.
Yes. Yeah. So he left us la sense of belonging. If I can push and get somebody, and push, having the same vision, one day we'll be like Shona and Connie. Yeah, but that's what we have. So we are pusher knowing that there's that somebody omjongileyo.
So even when it comes to business and pleasure,
exactly,
you could still be romantically involved with someone but still be in business now.
Yes. depending.
Would you do that way?
Depending, yeah. I would do that.
Because go, the arts industry. Maybe this is a topic also for another day.
Okay.
To business and pleasure, ne? To artist, data and as an artist.
I would do that depending on the relationship is now. Because 3 months, we've been dating for 3 months, boom, we decide to start a business. The next 3 months, Banele. So I think Connie and Shona, they decided to merge things. Okay, fine, the relationship now is getting serious.
Solid, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So nalapo, you need to look at things. You can't just jump into a relationship and uti, we're gonna merge a business into this.
Okay, now I hear you.
But yeah, now yes, I'm not saying death and so you're right, but Shona, he worked for himself. He did well. Nangoku will surely remember him for something. I shileyo.
And I think the next time I watch a production where it's Ferguson films, it will be a constant reminder that, you know what, we need to start thinking even beyond the grave. What is it that you want to be known for, you know? So without digressing a lot, I think if we can wrap it up, if you can go to school, guys, I definitely do suggest that you do go to school. No? It's only a few cases of people that drop out of school and then are millionaires a few years later. There are hundreds, thousands, millions of others that drop out, millions and millions that drop out and not do anything. So if when you know yourself, the thing is you know yourself. If you're gonna drop out, it's fine. Do what you feel is best for you. But if you do have the opportunity to go to school. Not for me, not necessarily because of getting a qualification, but if you are in the same space as other individuals that are equally as talented as you are, or even more, you're going to learn something from your peers. And you are creating connections.
Sorry, to remind you of something, remember from the first lockdown up until now, the industry has bad.
Why do you think we did this show?
So remember, for somebody who has a plan B, who went to school, at least something to fall out to. At least they're not cool. But Tina, story for another day.
Yeah.
But guys, as Banele Chilo, if you can and you have the opportunity to go to school, if you have the opportunity to attend e-trainings, or there's somebody who can mentor you.
Yeah, coach. Yeah,
yes. Yeah. Somebody ongenza, please ask them if somebody owns the acting, film and television. Don't just ask for a picture. Ask them, can you do this for me? Or when Banele, there are people that I know in the industry, and it's more like, okay, fine, I don't jump, oh my gosh, we sit down, I ask them, how can I do this? If I want this, what can I do? So that is a connection. Even if that person can't take you from point A or point B, but sharing information is important.
Yeah, which I think we can talk about it another day, especially as people of color. We tend to not want the next person to go ahead of you, So we'll talk about all of that, especially in the music, I almost said music industry, especially in the arts industry.
And the collaboration, Banele collaboration as young people, it's more like if I collaborate with Banele uzothatha a spotlight, Banele uzawuthini, but guys, as collabo. Again, Noluthando Nondalana from Nolu Unlimited Multimedia. E-production esaqalayo that produces e-films, and yes.
Yeah, you also have your newly found created YouTube channel, so tell people about it. Where can they find it?
You can find us, guys, go YouTube, Nolu Unlimited Multimedia, and we Instagram at Nolu Unlimited Multimedia corner. And if ufunulandela mna personally, Nolu Nondalana.
Yep, and then you did say it. So cool, guys. Thank you. It's been epic, and we'll be back next week talking about the arts. There's just so much to talk about. A lot of things like, are people getting paid enough? You know, because I'm artist Shona and they don't have money to bury themselves. So topics is ning. Now that I think about it, there's just so much we can talk about. Yeah.
Before say drop it, I remember there's somebody in the industry now. They're fighting because they want artists to have landowners, or when you leave industry, ne bekhona la mali uyibatalelwayo. Like is it UIF?
Yes, like pension fund.
Thank you very much. Ba ubenayo, should you pass on, should you leave, uthatha umhlala phansi kube khona la mali ebalwayo for eza land, because now we are acting like freelancers. Even if you've been in the industry for 10 or 20 years, still you walk away with nothing. But guys, we'll talk about that next week.
Okay.
Yes.
Guys, it's been epic. Thank you so much. On all my socials, it's at Lyric Banele. We'll see you again next week. Stay blessed, guys. And if you've got any questions for future episodes, please type them in the comments, and we'll bring them up.
We'll get back to you.
It's been epic, guys. Stay blessed.